We're developing cellular immunotherapies to treat cancer. What we're doing is basically manipulating immune cells, so immune cells from the human body, to actually seek out and kill cancer cells.
Hi everyone, thank you for joining me for another executive interview. Today we have a guest returning. We have Ian Nisbet, Chief Operating Officer from Cartherics, joining us. Cartherics is a pioneering biotechnology company that is focused on developing cell-based immunotherapy solutions for the treatment of cancer. Ian, thank you for joining me today.
Great, thanks for having me, Rhythm. Good to be here.
Amazing. Now, Ian, for those who are new to Cartherics, can you provide a brief overview of the company and also highlight for us what actually sets Cartherics apart in the competitive biotechnology landscape?
Sure. Well, as you said, we're developing cellular immunotherapies to treat cancer. So what we're doing is basically manipulating immune cells, so immune cells from the human body, to actually seek out and kill cancer cells. And the way that we do that is we start with stem cells. We genetically engineer those stem cells to modify their genetic properties. Then we convert those stem cells into very functional immune cells, sometimes what are called T cells, sometimes natural killer or NK cells, or other types of cells like macrophages. So we can basically make any cells of the immune system, starting with our stem cells. And what we can do in the laboratory is then make billions of these cells, infuse them into patients, and those cells seek out and destroy tumor cells. So basically, it's a new wave of treating cancer. And what sets us apart from the competition is that we have this stem cell platform. We have the ability to very, very precisely modify those stem cells. We have the ability to fully characterize those cells and convert them into the functional immune cells. And the genetic modifications that we're making are different to some of the modifications that other companies are doing. And that's what sets us apart from those companies. And I'll be able to talk about some of those sorts of modifications in a little while.
Amazing. Now, Cartherics recently received a European patent for multiple development candidates. So can you explain to our audience the significance of this patent and how it actually strengthens your position in the market?
Yes, certainly. So this patent issued from the first patent application that Cartherics ever filed. So we're still prosecuting individual patents from that original application. And what it was, basically a core component of our platform. So within that patent, we described what we call a CAR, or a chimeric antigen receptor, that targets a specific tumor marker called TAG72. And we've already have some issued patents covering that particular CAR, chimeric antigen receptor. But what was important with this European patent that just issued is that we got coverage for any stem cell that expresses that particular CAR. So anytime that we make any type of immune cell that has a CAR that targets TAG72 from a stem cell starting point, that's covered by this patent. So it basically is a core patent now that covers a key component of our technology platform. And basically any product that we develop starting from a stem cell that has a TAG72 targeting CAR will be covered by this particular patent.
Understand. Now, as you mentioned, the patent covers stem cells bearing the Cartherics chimeric antigen receptor that is targeting TAG72. So could you elaborate on this potential impact of targeting TAG72 on treating cancers like ovarian and gastric cancers?
Yeah, most certainly. So the importance of TAG72 is that it's expressed by a whole range of different types of cancer, including ovarian and gastric and other ones like pancreatic and so on. And importantly, in tumor types like ovarian cancer and gastric cancer, a very large proportion of those tumors express that particular marker. So when you're working with solid tumors, such as ovarian or gastric, it's hard to find markers that are expressed on lots of tumors from different patients. We're by us focusing on TAG72, that's really important because TAG72 is produced by tumors about 90% of the time in ovarian cancer. And so the vast majority of patients who have ovarian cancer, they will be expressing this TAG72 marker, and therefore our product should be able to treat the vast majority of ovarian cancer patients. Likewise, with gastric cancer there, the frequency of expression is not quite as high as ovarian cancer, but still very, very common. So certainly greater than 50%. And then for other tumor types, colorectal is about 50% and so on. So again, TAG72 is a very, very important tumor marker to go after, and basically means that the products that we're developing will be relevant to a whole range of a whole range of different cancer patients.
That's brilliant, Ian. I really have to say the work that you and your team, it's really bringing such a difference to the market. Now, you've entered into a collaborative research agreement with Tycarus to assess their CLIP-CAR technology in Cartherics iPSC-derived NK cells. So what are the anticipated benefits of this collaboration, if you could explain that to our audience, and how could it enhance the efficacy of your therapies?
Sure. So it's a great question. So we recently entered into the agreement with Tycarus. It's actually our second agreement with a Korean-based company. And it's important to note that Korea is a hotbed of research and development in cell and gene therapy. So we're really pleased to have strong relationships into Korea. And like I say, our agreement with Tycarus is our second Korean company that we've partnered with. What they have is a particular type of technology for enhancing the efficacy or the way that these chimeric antigen receptors work. So they've got this CLIP-CAR technology. It basically allows the CAR, which is the mechanism by which the immune cell binds to a tumor cell and kills it. So their CLIP-CAR actually binds more strongly than other types of CARs. So for our current product that we're working with and about to take into the clinic, we're using a standard CAR design, similar to what a lot of other companies are doing. Through the collaboration with Tycarus, we potentially get access to a better type of CAR, and moving forward, if we can demonstrate that the CLIP-CAR technology works well with our CAR NK cells, natural killer cells, then any future products that we develop will incorporate the CLIP-CAR technology there and make them even better killers using that technology. So that's an R&D collaboration that we have with Tycarus. We're jointly doing the research work. They have previously demonstrated that their CLIP-CAR technology works well with what's called CAR T cells, but they've never tested it in natural killer cells, CAR NK cells. And so what we're doing with them is proving their technology in CAR NK cells. And obviously, like I said before, if we prove that the technology works well, then we'll incorporate that into our CAR NK platform.
Amazing, very exciting, Ian. Now, we also heard that Cartherics has also executed an option agreement with the Ohio State University to explore tissue factor as a target for CAR NK cells. So can you discuss the potential of tissue factor in expanding your therapeutic targets, particularly for cancers like the triple-negative breast cancer?
Sure. So we're really pleased to have been able to put in place this option agreement with Ohio State University. The researcher there is Dr. Hu. He's a world expert in tissue factor, and he in fact has taken other products targeting tissue factor into the clinic. So a lot of expertise there. What Dr. Hu demonstrated was that you can actually make a very, very highly functional CAR NK cell targeting tissue factor. And so we've taken an option to the IP that Ohio State University has around the CAR NK cell technology. We're validating that in our own labs. We're also doing it as part of the collaboration with Tycarus. So we're actually leveraging the Tycarus collaboration to actually look at CLIP-CAR technology in association with a tissue factor CAR. And what we hope there is we'll be able to replicate the work that Doctor Who was able to do at Ohio State University. And if we do that, then we'll exercise our option and take a license to that intellectual property. And what that will do is give us the basis for developing products targeting tissue factor to go alongside our products targeting TAG72. And so there'll be a complementary set of products targeting tissue factor. What that does is enables us to look at diseases like triple-negative breast cancer, where tissue factor is highly expressed on those cells. But it also, importantly, allows us to think about targeting diseases outside of oncology, because tissue factor is also associated with a whole range of different non-oncology diseases, things like AMD, macular degeneration, and endometriosis, and some other diseases there. So by accessing that particular technology, we can actually think about developing our products in diseases other than the oncology indication. So it broadens the overall value of our platform.
Yes, absolutely. Now, Ian, before we conclude this interview, can you tell us, like, given these advancements and the growing market for cell-based therapies, what do you see as the primary commercial opportunities for Cartherics in the near future?
Yeah, so we have a platform technology based on our genetically engineered stem cells that we can convert, differentiate then into a whole range of different types of immune cells. Our initial focus is in taking our lead product, CTH401, a CAR-NK cell targeting TAG72, into the clinic in ovarian cancer, and then into other forms of TAG72 positive tumors, as I've mentioned, things like gastric cancer and colorectal cancer and pancreatic and so on. So that's the first area of commercial opportunity for the company to explore. What we hope, though, is by validating our platform, getting our lead product into the clinic, demonstrating that this type of product is safe in patients, that will enable us then to think about diseases more broadly than cancer, and hopefully partner with companies that have interest in diseases outside of cancer. And one of the things to emphasize with our focus on natural killer cells, or NK cells, is that these cells are very, very safe for use in humans based on clinical data generated by other companies. We've got to prove that with our cells as well. But once we do that, then we'll have a basis for expanding into a whole range of other types of indications for the product. And so we think there's lots of blue sky potential for the Cartherics platform. But again, initial focus is on demonstrating that these products can have a role in treating cancer.
Absolutely, Ian. And very key points that you've raised there that I'm sure our viewers in the audience will be thinking of. Now, for those interested in reaching out to the team at Cartherics, please see the details at the side of the screen or in the description of this video. And Ian, I would like to thank you and also wish you luck for your venture moving forward.
Thanks very much, Rhythm. Good to talk with you.
Thank you.